Okay guys, this is a quick video just to clear up some confusion on supplements if that whole world is confusing you. First, we put it into context. What are the role of supplements? It's all in the title. They're supplemental, definitely not essential in the general sense of supplements, and I'll get to that. So the first thing here are the ground rules. It's simple. Unless you're covering these other bases, I wouldn't even worry about looking at supplements. And they're all the basics, very simple. Good nutrition, good sleep, quality training, good hydration, and progressive overload in the gym if we're talking about weight training. If you haven't got all of those in place and you know what you're doing, I would put time and money into those first before you bother spending anything on a supplement. So do your basics first. Then next isn't even supplements. I would get stress management under control. So if you do the big 4 pillars and then have good stress management, literally the role of supplements is going to be very minor in your results. Sure, they give a tiny bit, but very minor. And so then the next step after that isn't even to go, say, to the supplement shop and grab yourself whatever supplement you want. It would be make sure you're not deficient in anything. So go to the doctors or go to some higher end performance clinics, get some bloods done and just make sure you're not deficient or at the low end of anything. So let's say you're low on B12 or iron or one of those. Bang for your buck, you are way better to supplement with that first. So if you've done the 4 pillars and you're managing stress and you know you're not deficient in anything, now we talk about supplements. I do recommend a multivitamin if you're in a bit of a prolonged calorie deficit, more of an insurance policy, because we're in a calorie deficit and you might not be meeting all your nutritional requirements for a while. Then apart from that, the only proven ones, and you'll see there's a trend here, is whey protein and casein protein. Proven for, good recovery, but it's just really a good way to get your adequate protein intake. So you recover your muscles and all those types of things, but they're proven. So that's probably your first port of call. And then the next two are creatine and caffeine. Everyone knows caffeine, pre-workouts, sure, throw a bunch of other stuff in there, but really for most it's the stimulant effect. And sure, that's effective, just don't overuse them. And creatine. Again, these are literally 1%ers. If you're not getting all those other things correct that we were talking about before you take supplements, as I say, I wouldn't bother. I would not bother taking any supplements. But if you fulfill all the 4 fundamentals and you're stress relieved and you're not deficient in anything, quality protein, creatine, and judicious use of caffeine will help your performance somewhat. So I hope that clears up the confusion. It's a little bit like the dieting industry with all the fads and all those things, where it really boils down to is create your calorie deficit, have adequate protein which balances your macros, and voila, you start losing fat. Doesn't have to be complicated, but don't fall too much for the alluring, because they're very good at marketing, or the supplements. Get the basics right first, and then sure, add the supplements in, and they can give you a few extra %. So I hope that helped clear up some of the confusion.